welcome to the Narrowing Path, Walking the Spiritual Walk. My name is Steve Van Einstein. Thank you all for joining me again today for April 14th reading of James Allen's Daily Meditations. I'm really looking forward to this one. We're almost about halfway through the month. April's been a powerful month with a lot of responsibility and a lot of accountability, and also a lot of promises of what can come with doing this spiritual journey. So I'm looking forward to it. This will be fresh to you and fresh to me, meaning this will be my first time hearing or reading the daily meditation from James Allen on this podcast. So you'll get my genuine response, reactions, observations, and what I relate to about the reading. So here we go. This is April 14th of James Allen's Daily Meditations. The world does not understand the love that is selfless because it is engrossed in the pursuit of its own pleasures. Yeah, perfect description of today. As the shadow follows the form, and as smoke comes after fire, so effect follow cause. And suffering and bliss follow the thoughts and deeds of men. There is no effect in the end. There's no effect in the world around us, but has its hidden or revealed cause. And that cause is in accordance with absolute justice. Men reap a harvest of suffering because in the near or distant past they have sown the seeds of evil. They reap a harvest of bliss also as a result of their own sowing of seeds of good. Let man meditate upon this. Let him strive to understand it, and he will begin to sow only seeds of good. And he will burn up the tares and the weeds which he has formerly grown in the garden of his heart. It is toward the complete realization of this divine love that the whole world is moving. Well, that's encouraging. That's encouraging. I really enjoy how he talks today again about the law of justice, and we reap what we sow. We reap bliss and goodness, or we reap seeds of evil and misery, and it's what we hold in our hearts that'll come to fruition. The cause will always be revealed in the effect. And I believe that to be true. If you want to know what someone's purpose was, or where someone was taking actions from, look at what happened. Look at who it hurt. Look at what it accomplished. It's just a great reading. So here we go. This first line I loved. The world does not understand the love that is selfless because it is engrossed in the pursuit of its own pleasures. So, of course, and this was me. I was a microcosm of this exact sentence. I didn't understand what divine love was, or selfless love was. To me, love was all transactional. To me, love was always a this for that, or me trying to manipulate and get something that I wanted out of an individual. Whether it was appreciation, affection, or approval, or anything of that nature, like I wanted to feel them to value me because I wanted to feel valued. I was constantly pursuing my own pleasures and my own comfort, so I had no idea what true divine love was about. I couldn't see it. And that's where the world is right now. The world is pursuing its own pleasures. Now we go into the main part of it. As the shadow follows the form and as the smoke comes after fire, so effect follows cause. And suffering and bliss follow the thoughts and deeds of men. So here we go. This is exactly what I was saying. Shadows follows form. The effect that is produced by a certain cause will tell you an immense amount about that cause, what it was trying to actually accomplish, right? The effect that it was trying to produce. says the intention of it, right? And shadow follows form. The shadow is a reflection of the actual object. Smoke comes after fire. That has to be there first. So effect follows cause. Inevitably, always. And suffering and bliss follow the thoughts and deeds of men. Suffering and bliss. We get to choose. It's what we choose to hold in our hearts and in our minds and perform with our actions will determine whether we find suffering or bliss. There is no effect in the world around us, but has its hidden or revealed cause, and that cause is in accordance with absolute justice. So there we go. There is no effect in the world around us, but has its hidden or revealed cause. So everything that's happening, there's something that instigated it. There's something that caused it to occur. And in that cause, whether it's revealed or not, you will find the intention, right? And that cause is in accordance with absolute justice, meaning the effect will be a direct reflection of the cause, good or bad, right? Positive or negative, healthy or unhealthy, self-serving or truth-serving, from fear or from selflessness, selfishness or selflessness. Men reap a harvest of suffering because in the near or distant past they have sown seeds of evil. Remember that. Suffering is of our own nature, or of our own making, Problems are of our own making. And if we look honestly enough at our previous thoughts and actions leading up to that point, we'll come to a place where we realize and we understand that we actually had a part to play in every single piece of suffering that we have. So there's some self-centeredness, some selfishness, some hidden desire that made us a player in the effect that's currently occurring. He goes on to say, they reap a harvest of bliss also as a result of their own sowing of seeds of good. And it's that simple of a difference, really. When you do and think good things, wholesome things, based in goodness and truth and love, you will get bliss. That is the law of justice. You will get the effect produced by your cause. Let a man meditate upon this. Let him strive to understand it, and he will begin to sow only seeds of good. Like when you take some real time and actually consider this, the only thing you'll want to do now is sow seeds of positive and good and truth in your life, instead of sowing the other ones, which you can just as easily do. But if it's just as easy to sow good rather than evil or selfish, and get bliss instead of misery, why would you not? Logically, why would you not do that? When we think about it, though, and we really take an honest look and an honest appraisal, we will all start to want to sow the seeds of goodness. And will burn up the tares and weeds which have formerly grown in the garden of his heart. I love that. He uses that metaphor often, that our heart is a garden. And not only do we need to take care of the things growing in it, we also have to be aware of the seeds we're planting in it. And that's what we're talking about today. Right? Because it's a lot more than just one part of that. You know, if you only weed your garden, you're going to have a dependence upon the randomness of the world to plant good seeds for you. But you could be intentional about what seeds you're planting instead and change your life entirely. And that's where your intention comes out of your heart. He ends it with, it is toward the complete realization of this divine love that the whole world is moving. So he opened this thing saying the whole world can't realize divine love because we're all self-serving. And he closes it saying we're all moving towards it, though. It's like a last bit of light he let in there. It's almost like a don't worry, we're all going to get there. But who knows how long it'll take. But until then, the selfishness will be practiced. It'll continue in this world until we all do arrive at divine love that one day. So, well, all right. Thank y'all for joining me today for April 14th reading of James Allen's Daily Meditations. It was a great one. Just an absolutely fantastic one again today. So I appreciate y'all jumping on with me. Until next time, thanks.